few months ago, I ended up in the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh! Craziness because somebody was very insistently asking me to look at the yummy cards on Yu-Gi-Oh! After a little while, and a lot of donos, I caved, and I looked at them, and I actually liked them. Cue the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fandom fucking swarming me like I was a pot of honey in a fucking desert full of flies. I've made 2 videos since then, and in all of those, I was mainly looking at card art, reacting to the censored cards, all that jazz. And then hubby, as he does, was like, have you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh? And I was like, no. And he was like, do you want to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh? And I was like, uh-oh. And so today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some videos about how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And react to those. And according to hubby, he says that the game is rigged because he feels like I'm not gonna understand any of this. And you guys have said that I'm not gonna understand any of this, so now we're here. So we're gonna see how to play. I'm not actually gonna try my hand at it just yet because I don't know where or how. But we're gonna see, let's see some instruction manuals from some very Yu-Gi-Oh! Expert people over on YouTube.
Draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.
I have a video here called Yu-Gi-Oh! The Idiot's Guide to All the Cards by TGS Anime, and we're gonna try and see if I can get any of it. And if I don't understand something, feel free to attempt to explain. I promise my brain won't come out my ears that easily, okay? I'll do my best. I'm gonna be a good sport about it. I don't know if it's gonna come to me easily, if at all, because I don't do trading card games. I'm not gonna say I'm too dumb for it, but like, I'm very one-track mind ADHD brain, so I don't respond well to a lot of things to remember at the same time. So let's look at some videos. And if my brain comes out of my ears, well, so be it. I believe in you. Thank you. So let's see if TGS Anime can attempt to explain Yu-Gi-Oh! To me.
This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card.
Yes, bet. Looks like melting chocolate.
It comes in 3 different flavors.
Okay,
Monster,
easy.
Spell, and Trap.
Okay. They're all foils, by the way. Ooh, shiny. Stay on target. BB.
Trap cards come in 3 different types.
Oh.
Normal, continuous, and counter. You can identify which is which via the symbol that appears here. Normal trap cards must be set face down on the field in the spell and trap zone for 1 whole turn before they can be activated.
How long
Once
is a
their
turn?
Effect has been used, they are sent to the graveyard.
Okay.
Continuous traps, when activated, remain face up on the field, and their effects can be used continuously until they are removed from the field by an effect. Counter
What do you
trap
mean?
cards possess a
What do you mean removed from the field by an effect? Don't they just last forever? What? I didn't even know they came in types. I thought it was just like monster, trap card, and some or spell, and that's it. Those are some very nice foils, by the way.
trait unique only to them called Spell Speed 3. Spell Speed?
What? Wait, can we go back like 5 steps? When did we get to spell speed? These are trap cards. What the fuck? Slow can't chain, fast can chain to numbers. Fastest can be what? Oh no. Oh, my brain. Oh no. Okay.
Refers to how fast a card's effect resolves
YouTube chat is back.
after its activation. There are 3 speeds. Spell Speed 1, Spell Speed 2, and Spell Speed 3.
How can you even tell? Who designed this? It began, wait, if something says card destruction, do you have to like grab your card and rip it? Because that would be really fucked. No.
The heck is spell speed? I don't remember this.
I don't remember, what? No, you just put it away. Oh, thank God. Oh God, hubby's trying to explain more to me. What do you mean priority to counter it? What do you mean you can counter this?
You know in My Hero when they were about to kill all for one, but then he went, well actually I have a quirk that nullifies all your hard work. That's what trap cards are.
Oh, the noise that just came out of my body was not human. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. So we do shonen bullshit in Yu-Gi-Oh! I hate shonen bullshit. I hate it when the shonen does that. I hate that. How do you guys play this?
Hubby, you may need to join chat to explain this.
Oh, he's here. What do you mean chain cards?
So, you play a card.
Yeah.
I told you, you can't play your card because I play my card. But then you may have a card that says like, you can't play
Yu-Gi-Oh!
your
is
card that
literally
nullifies
published
my
in
card.
Shonen Jump.
Because I play my card.
Okay.
But the speed determines which goes. Like, let's say I play a card
Playing
and then you play a
turns.
counter. The order in which that gets resolved is the spell speed.
Why have turns at all then?
This is all because your opponent can do shit in your turn.
Wait, why have turns at all then?
Well, they can do everything. They can just do something. Traps and spells can be used in your opponent's turn. Some.
Do I need a spreadsheet for this?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Spell speed 3 counter trap cards can be activated in the damage step, something no other spell speed can do.
Okay.
Well, apart from all of these exceptions.
Ah! Oh no.
Spell cards come in 6 types.
Oh.
Normal, quick play, continuous, equip, ritual, and field. These 2 are identifiable via the symbol.
What? Why do we have 6 of these? My guy, my broski, potato chip, like, why do we need 6?
Here, normal spell cards are spell speed 1.
Oh,
As such,
they
can be
have
activated.
spell speed too. Oh shit. So why the fuck have turns at all if you guys can just sling bullshit at each other like card in the pocket, go, and then give each other paper cuts? Like why have turns at all?
That's the entire point of Yu-Gi-Oh!
That makes no sense.
Because you have to play socially, like, oh, my
Play
shit up.
socially. This game is
What do you
gonna make me
mean?
develop antisocial
It
behaviors.
has to be like, oh, that happens when you make a game from a shonen manga. Or
Oh,
a manga
God.
that's supposed to have exciting
Wait
moments
till
and
it
then you
gets
make
to
it a
pendulums.
game.
Is this Rage Bait the game? This is Primo Interaction Games. I feel like I would come out of playing a Yu-Gi-Oh match. Yu-Gi-Oh is a ping pong game of shonen bullshit. Okay. I can't.
It's literally designed around so you can do like, stop, I activate my tribe card.
Okay, but then
I do the bullshit now.
why did we ban cards like the Pot of Greed, which is objectively the most annoying trap card in the game? It's Rage Bait the game, chat. Pal card Lily. Ugh. Okay.
Activated any time during your main phase 1 or 2, and upon activation, their effect will occur, and then they are sent to the graveyard.
Okay, yeah, they
Quick
die
play
fast.
spells possess the Speed Spell 2 trait. This means that they can be activated anytime during your turn, including outside of your main phases, and also in
Phases?
response to your opponent's moves and effects. Not only that, but you can set them face down. And after your turn has ended, they can be used during your opponent's turn too.
Oh, you can
Continuous
annoy the
spells
shit
when
out of the other player. I mean, if you can do stuff during your opponent's turn, that is a little shouting BS. But they can do stuff to you too. I mean, isn't that the point? This is the game where you can lose before you even finish drawing your first hand because of Exodia. Or can someone whip out, like, your dick on the playmat, boom, band, over?
Remain face up on the field after activation, and remain there until removed via an effect. Equip spells, when activated, equip onto any monster on the field. The effect will usually
Alright, I must say it. This shit right here is why Pokemon won the war of the 90s. I will die on this hill, Yu-Gi-Oh nerds.
I'm gonna have to agree because I've played a little bit of Pokemon TCG on, like, the app, and I've understood
Should probably
most of
start
it.
with the basic game rules.
We'll get there. Look, part of the point of this is comedy, I feel, because Hubby was like, I have no faith in you, but I love you. Because, yeah, like, I get that you can equip something and give it to a monster. That makes sense to me, at least. That makes sense. So we got one.
Only the monster is equipped too. This also means if the monster is sent to the graveyard, the equipped spell will go with it. Ritual spells are used
Okay. I thought for a split second, oh god, for a split second I thought that if you equip the spell and after the spell is done, you have to send the whole thing to the graveyard. I thought for a second, like, if you use the item and the item fucking dies, then the monster has to go with it. There are decks that legit lock you from doing anything. Who invented this?
Conjunction with a ritual monster as the method to summon it to the field. The ritual spell will be activated, and then the cost stated on the card will be paid. The ritual monster
How
will then
much
be
of this,
summoned,
by the
and
way,
spell will go
relies on luck? Because you have to shuffle your deck, right? So, like, if you have a high luck stat like me and you have a good deck, like, are you Gucci? All of it. Oh, bitch. Say, for example, I have my deck of cards, and it's all being annoying. I have a high luck stat, like, would I just summon the quick be annoying spell and absolutely wreck your shit immediately? It's all fucking luck. Oh boy.
To the grave. A field spell, when activated, will be placed in the field zone. And
Oh,
will
I
remain
know one
there
of those.
until-
I know one of those. Yugi uses those all the time. Yugi has one of those that's like Swords of Light, and that he used it in one when he was playing against the guy who was like stealing chips off other people because Pegasus is a and he wanted to fucking like get rid of everybody on his island except Yugi because we have a boner or something. Like, and he was like, "You will never light this darkness." There you go, Swords of Light, and it's like, oh shit, okay. That's not a field. I don't give a rat's ass. That's how he used it.
Removed via an effect. Field spells typically affect both sides of the field, meaning your opponent can both benefit and be hindered by the effects of
There
the
were
field
a
spell
few
card.
of these in the manga, I think, that like... No, wait, it's not so much that they'd used field spells, is that when they were in like the fucking Fighter Island thing, the actual place you were at on the island would affect how your monsters would respond to it. Like, if you had a monster that did really well in Wastelands and you were like in a barren-ass field, I'm such a dork, and you were like in a barren-ass field, they would be stronger. But if you had like a bug monster, they would like shrivel up and not be as effective because they needed to be in like the woods. Well, you're showing Yu-Gi-Oh! We're all dorks. We can all be nerds together!
Monster cards are the most complex, as they come in a lot of different types, subtypes, and
But like, they're the
subtypes.
coolest
the
ones.
things nearly all monsters
Durgan!
share
He has
are that
a foil blue eyes white Durgan!
they possess one of the 25 typing and one of the 7 attributes.
Does it even have blue eyes?
This can be in almost any combination. Attributes and types are mainly used as a way to determine their eligibility for certain cards to benefit, search,
I
or
have
hinder
like
them.
from
For
a Yu-Gi-Oh
instance,
game from Game
reinforcements
Boy Advance music in like my iTunes. Was it like this? Did you play the cards? Like it was your game, right? Did you actually play the cards? It was not like an RPG, it was just like playthecardsimulator.com.org. Kind of ish.
of the
had
army can
bomber
only
music, though.
search warrior type monsters, and Overload Fusion can only summon a dark attributed machine type monster.
Oh, that
Monsters
sounds so
also
hyper
always
specific.
have unique names to identify them, attack points that determine the monster's power whilst in the attack position, defense points that determine the monster's power while
Oh,
in the
right, you
defense
could play
position,
cards defensively. Something Yugi also did on occasion was like, I'll play this in the defense spot so it won't get ganked immediately.
and finally, a level, indicated by the amount of stars they have.
I
the level is
mean-
deterministic of how powerful a monster is.
What's
and
Exodia?
As a result, depending on the amount of stars they have, how many monsters
Your
need to be
playmat is a
sacrificed in
card. I
order
think
for it
it-
to be
I think
summoned.
I actually
1
reviewed
to
that
4
one.
stars means no sacrifice.
Sacrifice-
5 to 6 stars means 1 sacrifice.
Ah! Hold on, let me go back a second, because like, I feel like I missed something.
Monster is, and as a result, depending on the amount of stars they have, how many monsters need to be sacrificed in order for it to be summoned. 1 to
Oh, is that like a bullshit contingency measure? No one sacrifices anymore though. Why? I mean, look. That requires strategy and conviction and chutzpah to be like, oof, I need to sacrifice 3 butt fucks for this card. Is it gonna be worth it? Fuck it, we risk it to get the biscuit. That's how you should play games! Play like Yugi! Play for the love of the gamble! Gamble your life on it, chat! Play like it's your last day on Earth! Also bullshit.
4 stars means no sacrifice.
Okay.
5 to 6 stars means 1 sacrifice is required. 7 stars and above equals 2 sacrifices
You have to gank 2
required for the
fuckos,
summon
and then you
of
can
that
use them.
monster. With that out of the way, monster cards come in 8 different.
Also, I like the flex that, like, they're all foils. Don't think I missed that, Reddit. Like, I like the flex that every single card he has on screen right now is a foil. Which, I appreciate your flex. They're super pretty, but they're kind of super reflective. Maybe you should have filmed with your normal-ass cards. Like, I get wanting to flex, but the content! Like, if I was going to, like, try to explain how to play B card to people, I would not be using my foil cards on camera because they're hella reflective.
Different types: normal, effect, ritual, fusion, synchro,
Oh.
exceed,
Oh.
pendulum,
Oh.
and link. Normal monsters have no unique characteristics.
That's like one of the coolest
Effect
parts of the game. What the
monsters
fuck are you
possess
talking
an
about?
effect detailed in their description box. Ritual monsters can only be special summoned, and this can only be done through a ritual spell
card,
that they
yes.
are paired with. Fusion monsters are a extra deck monster, meaning they reside in the extra deck. Fusion monsters to be summoned.
Extra deck. What do you mean, an extra deck? You have one deck. What do you mean?
Will state what monsters need to be combined together in order
Second
to
pile
be
of cards.
brought out.
Why do you
The spell
have a
card
second pile of cards? You have a deck. We have 3, technically. Why? It's 15 cards at most. That's still a whole lot other deck. Because rules for special monsters. So is it like Dragon Ball Z Fusion that they're like, Fusion! Ha! And then you get like a cool card out of it? For fancy mechanics? Yeah. Yes. Hey!
Polymerization is required for this process. Synchro monsters are also an extra deck monster, but to summon them, a subtype of monster is required, called a tuner monster. Tuners are identifiable.
Yes, I
here
love it
to
when the
summon
twink
synchro
becomes the white dragon.
monster. You will
That's
need
just
the
some type of
tuner
yaoi
and
chat.
one or more non-tuner monsters on the field whose total levels combined match exactly to the level of the synchro monster.
And there you go,
This
it
will
becomes a
result
Durgan.
in a synchro summon. Xyz monsters are also an extra deck monster. To summon them, 2 or more monsters need to be on the field.
How does
with
Exodia
identical
Where does Exodia go? Because Exodia, is he a monster card, a spell, or a trap? He's an effect monster. All of this needs to be in your hands. So they need to be like on the table? No, or in your hands. So like you get all 5 pieces of Exodia and you go hoo-wah, and then like boom, you win.
Beat the shit out of this fucker right here. It's always better to go second because you can't attack on your first turn. All right, fucking, that's great. What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like Yugi pulled that out of his ass once, and then the mean kid fucking threw his cards off a boat, so he couldn't do it again. This is why they call it a game for lawyers, chat. We might as well be writing a
Xyz
contract right
monster.
now.
FYI, Xyz monsters' levels are called ranks instead. When the summon occurs, the monsters are placed on top of each other, along with the Xyz monster. The monsters underneath are now called Xyz materials, and are removed as the cost for using the Xyz monster's effect.
Makes sense.
Pendulum monsters reside in the main deck.
Pendulum. Dude, look at the text. Dude, look at the text! Cool beans. I'm not reading all of that. Good luck, though.
Can be either a monster or a spell card.
I hate that.
What determines this is whether
Pendulum
you choose to
jump
summon
scare.
them as a monster
Hey!
or activate them in their exclusive pendulum zones.
Oh,
if a pendulum monster
that's
is
why they're called a pendulum, because they swing back and forth. Okay.
sent to the graveyard from
Like
the
a bi
field,
person
it
in a nightclub.
instead goes face up to the extra monster zone. Not only that, but pendulum monsters have a unique way of summoning. When 2 pendulum
TGS, I love
monsters
you,
are
but
in
like,
the
I beg of you, use not fucking foil cards. They're like reflective.
pendulum zones, you can perform a pendulum summon.
You got
through your
it
main
somewhat, a little
phase.
bit.
This allows the user to special summon multiple monsters with levels between those scales from the hand. Also, if you have any pendulum monsters in your extra deck, you can also summon those exclusively to the extra monster
this
zone.
might just be me being like a giant nerd, but like now that I'm learning about trading card games, please sleeve them. You're gonna get your fingerprints all over them. Lily, but it's shiny. Yeah, okay, fine, put in a sleeve. Well, then no sleeves will actually be very reflective. All the more reason to not use foil cards for this video.
Not only that, but pendulum monsters also have some variants. They can come in normal spell, effect spell, fusion spell, synchro spell, and Xyz spell.
My
the
head
latter
hurts.
3, however, must reside in the extra deck. Finally, there is Link Monster that resides in the extra deck. These cards have no level and no defense value. They are summoned by sending to the grave from your field a number of monsters equal to its link level, and that also match its summoning criteria. They can only be summoned to the extra monster zone, or a zone that a link monster's arrows point to. Also, link monsters themselves can be used as materials for their summon. Their link level will determine how
There's
many
crafting
materials
in
they will be
Yu-Gi-Oh!
worth.
Next, you're gonna tell me
A
that there's a
unique
fishing
trait-
minigame in this, chat. Oh, Lily. No, do not tell me that there's a fishing game in Yu-Gi-Oh! There might be. No! No, there is not. Well, no! No, you are lying. No, you are lying. You are lying. There is a fish deck, kinda. Remember sushi? No.
To the Link monsters is that due to their lack of defense points, they are incapable of being placed in the defense position under any circumstances.
Ooh.
And last but not least, on top of all of these, monsters can also come in one of 5 subtype classifications
Of course
known
they
as
can.
abilities. These are Gemini, Union, Spirit, Toon, and Flip.
I
Gemini
understood none
monsters
of
are
that.
treated as normal monsters on the field and in the graveyard, and can gain their effects by performing an additional normal summon
Ignore
on them
those.
while they are face up on the field. Union monsters have an effect that allows them to equip itself to a monster as an equipped spell card,
Ah!
or when equip itself to special summon it to the monster zone. Spirit monsters are effect monsters that have the effect to return it to its owner's hand during the end phase of the turn it is summoned. Toon
We
monsters have
taught
the
the
ability
fish how
that
to
if
synchro summon.
I mean, if that counts, I guess. Thank you.
the player controls Toon World and the opponent doesn't control any Toon monsters, it can attack directly. Flip monsters have the ability that when they are flipped up, or if they are summoned by flipping them face up, they will trigger their effect. Oh, and there's also tokens, but they're just sort of placeholder cards, so
They're just there to take up
Keep
space.
in mind, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, there are a lot of variations and deviances to what I have stated up here. For example, there are fusion monsters that don't need polymerization. The game of Yu-Gi-Oh is very complex, but I hope this video helped to solve any issues you might have had. If you would like to
That
learn a little bit
explained
more
nothing!
about summoning, rarities,
That explained nothing except the types of cards. But, like, I guess it's a start. It's a baby start. Hubby said watch this one first. I get, were you being, like, intentionally confusing? No, okay. This asshole just told me, you read the manga, you're supposed to understand the rules. Mama, like, I read the manga, but I'm paying more attention to the psychotic child and his psychotic child moments than to the card game. Do you think I am reading through the fucking paragraph and paragraph long descriptions of how Yugi plays the fucking game? I am reading about the psychotic child and his besties making their way through an island of a psycho who gouged out his own eye. Okay, I found that one called How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh! in 3 Minutes by Cimooooooo. There you go.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 3 minutes. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! is a card game comprised of one player versus
How
another.
many of those do you
Players
guys think
take
are
turns
stinky?
summoning monsters, casting spells, and activating traps to defeat their opponent.
You
Both
know
players
a
begin by
dude
shuffling
is
a-
actually fucking goated at Yu-Gi-Oh! When he shows up with, like, no playmat or the paper bag from his lunch instead of a playmat. That dude is like a wizard. It's like the wizard in fantasy. Yeah, that you see them like low-key dressed like a hobo. That's the guy who can cast like the Zeta Flare, and you should avoid him at all costs.
Cutting their opponent's deck. Both players draw 5 cards, and each player draws 1 card at the beginning of their turn.
Okay.
However, the player who makes the first move does not get to draw on their very first turn. Now, each player starts with 8,000 life points, and the objective of the game
That's
is
a
to
lot.
reduce
In the manga, it was 2. I guess that they've upped that over the years. Dude, that's a Tularu playmat. I know who you are. I know who you are. And you probably read my comics. I have a webcomic. And it has everything that you would possibly want to have in a webcomic. It has romance, it has action, it has funnies, it has big tits. It's called Magical Miss Lucy. If you like magical girls and you like a silly little love story that might not end up being so silly later, this webcomic is for you. You can read it over on Webtoons if you look up Magical Miss Lucy or Kinkymation. Currently we have 8 episodes out. It's big chapter in a bit. This version obviously doesn't have spicy shit, but there is spicy stuff over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Kinkymation. Do not go in there if you're under 18. It is a story about a magical girl in her 30s. You could say that she's a little bit too old for that job, right? Well, there's a reason for that. She was actually a perfect match. But if you want to find out why she's a magical girl in her 30s, read the comic. It's definitely worth your while. Chill over.
your opponent's life points down to 0.
Okay.
A player loses the duel when either their life points hit 0, they run out of cards to draw from their deck, or if their opponent resolves a win condition like Exodia.
Yeah, well, fuck. Hey, baby!
The most common way to reduce your opponent's life points to 0 is through the use of monsters. Each turn, players can normal summon one monster to their side of the field, either in face-up attack position or set that monster in face-down defense position.
Mode, yeah.
Some monsters can also be special summoned, granting you more monsters to battle with, and some even have special abilities.
See, these people have sleeves on their cards. These people are smart.
To read the card text. Now, monsters have an attack value applied when they're in attack mode, and a defense value applied when they're in defense mode.
Ew, the OG Blue Eyes White Dragon is ew. The new one that, like, the other guy used was, like, so much cooler. The OG one is like, go ahead, too.
An attack on another attack position monster, you compare both of the monster's attack
values. Yeah, like, the
to
way
see
they win is
higher.
if the attack power is higher, right?
Higher attack value wins the battle, and then you calculate the difference in the attack values and subtract that total from the life points of the player who lost the battle.
Yes.
The monster that lost the battle is then destroyed and sent to the graveyard.
I like the explosions.
Now, both monsters have the same attack value, both monsters are destroyed, and neither player takes any damage.
Oh, shit!
Now, when an attack position monster declares an attack on a defense position monster, you compare the attacking monster's attack value and the defensive monster's defense value to see which is higher. The monster with the higher value wins the battle. If the attacking
so why
monster
defend
wins
at
the
all? If your
defensive
cunty Dark
monster is
Magician
sent to the
Boyo is gonna
graveyard,
get
but
ganked.
the player
Goodbye.
takes no damage since the monster was in defense mode. However, if the defensive monster wins the battle, neither monster is destroyed, but the owner of the attacking monster takes damage to their life points equal to the difference of the two values.
This is such
if your
a complicated
opponent doesn't
game.
have any monsters, you can attack their life points directly, dealing the maximum damage possible, and it's usually the quickest way to win a duel. This is calculated by subtracting the attacking monster's attack value directly from the opposing player's
Wait, you can do
life
IRL
points.
damage?
Now, monsters aren't the only...
Is that why people scream when they get attacked in Yu-Gi-Oh? Yes, basically. Oh! Attacks your soul. Oh! How many Yu-Gi-Oh players are in comas then?
Cards available in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There are also spell cards and trap cards that can aid you in your monsters or help you disrupt your opponent's plays as well.
The ones
Spell
that you
cards
used
are
to be
typically
annoying,
used during
right?
your turn, while trap cards have to be placed face down for one turn before being used.
Is that why no
But they
one
have-
uses them now? Because everybody's like fucking hopped up on speed and the TikTok brain has even invaded Yu-Gi-Oh! So like we have to ADHD fucking instant dopamine play our way through life?
Added
I still
benefit
use
of
traps.
being able
Good.
to be flipped
Enjoy
up
taking life leisurely.
during your opponent's turn. Again, just be sure to read the card text to know exactly how each card functions. Now, this video barely scratches the surface on how to play this game. To a lot
It's
of us
okay.
veterans,
Thanks
this
to that
video
and the
is
card
only
types, I
covering
think I
just the
kinda
very
get it.
basics. So if
No.
you want to know more, be sure you subscribe and check out the rest of this series for an
Younger
in-depth
Cimo.
look on how to play
Is he
Yu-Gi-Oh!
old man Cimo now? 9 years. Oh! No! He's grown a whole ass like child now. Like he has age spots and wrinkles. Go over what you learned from this video. Okay, so basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like shonen bullshit the game, right? You basically have 2 players, and you have a deck of cards. I think max is 60 now, but some fuckos had like 2,000 at one point. So you have to draw 5 cards at a time from your deck, and your like goal is to like murk the guy in front of you by using attack cards and monsters and whatever. No one uses traps anymore because everybody's on cocaine / TikTok, but some people still do because they take like a whole turn to set up. So the point is, you attack a fucko with your monster, and their monster has to have either much lower like defense, or you can use some form of fucko spell or whatever to kill it. And if you have like higher points, then you subtract from their attack power, and that's how you take away life points. And if they get to 0, they die for real, because if you die in the game, you die in real life. Did I get it? If you want to develop the luck stat of the gods, you can fucking pull Exodia's Stake out every single time you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Try out Gamer Subs! Are your turns too slow? Is your opponent fucking ganking you at every possible opportunity? That's because you're not drinking Gamer Subs. You're not focused. You're not energized. You need that fucking goonie, not all of them are goonie, goodness to fucking propel you towards the next stage of card game evolutions. All of your cards will become foil. Your Blue Eyes White Dragon will no longer look like a deformed baby. It will become a full Durgan and slay your opponent. You will win all of the life points. And you will do it in one turn because you're a G. Activate my trap card. Activate my Gamer Sub, baby! Which you can try out if you go to gamersubs.gg/Keykivation and or use code Keykivation at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Become a gamer! Drink G-Subs! Murk your opponent, win all the cards, steal them. I don't know how that works, but do it. Use my code. Get some G-Subs. And that's it for this video. But there is more how to play Yu-Gi-Oh videos out there, so if you guys like this one, let me know in the comments. Fight your demons. If I didn't get something, explain it to me. I'm more or less understanding how this goes. You guys know I like to hear it. So for that's it for this YouTube video for now, but if you like it, we'll make more.